Hello everyone, my name is Colorwind, and in this video I will be playing Mario Kart 64 for this Nintendo 64.
Mario Kart.
Thank you, Mario. Let's jump right in. When I first played this game, back when it actually came out, because I had an N64 at the time, I didn't like this game. As a matter of fact, it was the reason I decided to get rid of my Nintendo 64 after being disappointed with nothing being released that was good for the console at the time. It was basically Super Mario 64, and that was it. But since then, I've grown to really like this game, so let's get started. I don't know why that's changed. I don't know why this game has gotten better, in my opinion, as time has gone on, but it has. Boom! Just for the record, yeah, Yoshi is usually my character, or Mario. I don't go for the more involved characters. Another thing I like to do also is I like to change it so that I'm far back in the camera, and I switch to this box mode because I like the less clutter of the interface. Classic soundtrack. Get back here, monkey. 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 Gotcha. Yeah. As I mentioned before, I had an N64 back when this game came out. This was one of the first games I got close to launch. I didn't get it at launch. The N64 was released in the United States in September of 1996, and I got it like a month or two after. So not quite launch, but pretty damn close. Nowadays, Nintendo would call that a release window. But yeah, I got that, and I got Super Mario 64 with it, and I adore that game. It is my favorite Mario to this day, and I think one of the best games ever made, ever. But after I beat that, there was nothing to play. At least nothing that interested me. Pilot Wings was of no interest to me. To this day, I think Pilot Wings is just a glorified tech demo. Mortal Kombat Trilogy was terrible. King of Fighters Gold was good, but not good enough to really hold my attention. Let me see, what else was released? The Star Wars game, Shadows of the Empire, I didn't care. Honestly. I've kind of played the game since then, and I think it's okay. I don't think it would have held my attention back then. Cruising USA, I played a lot of that game simply because I was just desperate for something. And as we all know now, that game is terrible. It's really easy to get, but yeah, it's terrible. So yeah, there was really nothing to play. And then this game came out in February or March of the following year, 97. And I didn't get it, but I rented it just to be sure. But I was convinced that, okay, I love Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, I'm gonna love this game. It's a no-brainer, and this is gonna make the N64 worthwhile. And I played it and was not impressed. And then after that, I went, you know what? Screw this console, and I traded it to some kid for a Sega Genesis Model 1 with two 6-button controllers in 12 games, most of them still in their boxes with the manuals and everything. Best trade I've ever made. Don't regret that whatsoever. Now, that also being said, yeah, I came back to this game and just somehow enjoyed it more. I don't know why. My guess would have to be is this is indicative of the direction the Mario Kart series ended up going, whereas Super Mario Kart demanded more skill from you. This one does not. There are no coins on the ground. You don't have to worry about the coins giving you more speed or making you weaker when you get bumped into. You don't have to worry about that. The difficulty has been toned down, unless you get to Toad's Turnpike on the Flower Cup in Mirror Mode, which is the most impossible level ever made, except for the Rainbow Roads in this game, in this series rather. Rainbow Road in this one's actually really easy. Where did Donkey Kong come from? He just popped out of nowhere. That was weird. Ah, damn it. I stole a banana. I don't know who I stole a banana from, but I stole a banana. You like bananas? Here's your banana. Deal with that. Ah, punk. Suck it. Yeah. Maybe it's just because I got used to the controls. I remember this game controlling very differently from Super Mario Kart on the SNES. No! You cost me my spot. Is it too late? Yeah, I made it because you went into the wall. Alright, first place once again. But yeah, the controls in this game feel a lot more like the current Mario Karts, so maybe it's just because it feels familiar. To that point, I can't play Super Mario Kart anymore. I love that game back in the day, but now I can't even touch it. I can't even play it. It's just too foreign to me. All the carts feel like they're just sliding around. And yeah, I just can't play that game anymore. But I can play this one. As a matter of fact, I could even say that this is my second favorite after Double Dash. Double Dash is my favorite and will probably remain my favorite for all time. And I blame that solely on the fact that you can pick two carts, two players, and have two sets of items. That each character has special items, and most importantly, because of Baby Park. Baby Park is the best course ever made, ever, in the history of racing games. But that being said, back to Mario Kart 64. Yeah, so I have a real sketchy history with the N64. So the fact that I like this game is actually saying a lot. I can probably say that for the N64, the games I truly consider to be great and would like to play over and over again, I'd say there's about 20, maybe 25, maybe somewhere around there. It's 20 to 30. I'll just be safe and say 20 to 30. And the N64 does not have a big library, but it does have like 300 and something, I believe. So that's not a lot of games. And let me see, what would those games be? Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Yoshi's Story, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Back Verde, Wave Race 64, WWF WrestleMania 2000, WWF Warzone, WWF Attitude, WWF No Mercy, WCW NWO World Tour, WCW NWO Revenge, Killer Instinct Gold, there's got to be something else. Not Majora's Mask. I don't like Majora's Mask because the entire game is a time limit. And that's a pet peeve of many games. I don't like time limits. At least, especially arbitrary ones. There's got to be something off the top of my head that I'm forgetting. I think I already said Yoshi's Story, even though that's a big if. That game has problems. Paper Mario. Paper Mario, that's a good one. I mean, I guess you could see Mortal Kombat 4, but I kind of like that better on the PlayStation because of the cutscenes. I guess you could also say that about WWF Attitude and WWF Warzone, but I actually really do like the N64 versions. Clay Fighter 63 and a third. That's a guilty pleasure. I'm aware that's a bad game, but I like it. Yeah. I tricked you all. Man, I guess that would be it. I just can't think of anything. Oh, no. No! I got shafted. Everyone gets shafted, except for Toad for some reason. well, yeah, I guess that's it off the top of my head. Don't like the GoldenEye 007. Don't like that game. Don't like Perfect Dark. Never can get used to those controls. Don't like the Turok series for the same reason. Hydro Thunder is better on the Dreamcast. I can't play the N64 version. Same thing with like a lot of ports, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the N64. I will laugh in your face. You need to play that on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Don't touch that on the N64. Same thing with like Vigilante 8. That's dumb. Play the PlayStation 1. Resident Evil. I can respect that it's actually possible to do that, but the fact that it's a triumph just for it to be possible on this thing, on this N64, that's sad, quite frankly. I'm gonna get away from all this N64 hate though, because for what it's worth, those 20 games or however many I was able to name right now, those are good games, and you can argue that it has one of the greatest games of all time, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which is an opinion I do not share, but I do really, really like Ocarina of Time, and it is my favorite Zelda. So I hate what it did to the Zelda series, but that's a conversation for another day. Getting back to this, Mario Kart 64 is now kind of like one of those comfort games. That's why I actually decided to do a video on this, just for something easy, something nice and sweet, nice short video just to give you a preview of this awesome game that I think everyone has played, and even if you haven't, you should as a gamer. It's really easy to find out. You can play it on the Wii Virtual Console, which can be transferred over to the Wii U if you have it. And of course, N64s are not hard to come by, and even though they're easy to find, Mario Kart 64 cartridges, they're kind of expensive. So I'd actually go for the Wii one, just because if you have a classic controller that's a better controller than the weird pitchfork thing that the N64 has as a controller, its excuse for a controller. And but other than that, yeah, it's a great game. Everyone should play it. The battle mode is a lot of fun. I might pop into that real quick, give it a little taste. But in the meantime, let's enjoy the ceremony. Da 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 da. You know the music. Everyone knows the music. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And spit out a trophy. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yoshi, you're the best. Da 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 da. Yoshi, you're the best. Da 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 da. That's a weak ass looking gold trophy.
Congratulations!
Thank you, Mario. He didn't even place. Alright, let me see if I can take a look at battle. They don't have bots, do they? I don't think they do. Yeah, there's no bots. Okay, never mind. I guess I can't show you battle. Battle is fun though. Battle is a lot of fun. When you have a whole bunch of people all at once, just trying to take everyone out, it's a lot of fun. And then what makes it a lot of fun are the levels. The levels are actually pretty well designed. The city block level, the skyscraper level, those are my favorite. The donut level is pretty good too. I believe there's lava in the middle of that one. The only thing though is that you do need to have 4 controllers to really get the full experience, and 4 friends. 2-player battle is not really worth it. You might as well just do the Mario GP in that one. And 3-player game is okay, but you really need to do the 4-player game. 3 players is actually kind of useless in this game. The most fun is 1, 2, and 4. through Mario GP, and Battle. Three players, kind of lacking. But, you know, it is nice, obviously, that the option is there in case that's all you can do. You know, it's nice to have the option. Speaking of, let's go into option, because I forgot what's in here. Not much. Never mind. Okay, you know what? I'm just rambling at this point. This has been Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64. And that'll be the end of this video. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.